Futures trading is risky and can result in substantial financial loss.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar's Weekend Roundup. We had some week here, ladies and gentlemen. We started off on the up note, went down a little in the S&P, and then turned around and bulled for new highs. We got a lot of stuff here to cover, but there's more exciting things even than the markets going on for us. First off, I just wanted to again to thank you guys. I talked about the VIP brokerage. We were going to start a little clique, a club of guys who want to open up trading accounts and have me as their personal broker. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. A lot of you guys filled in the account forms, and you're taking up the slots immediately. Thank you so much. You know what? I didn't expect there were that many people out there that like me. What do you guys like me for? But anyway, I really appreciate it. I really, really do. Ladies and gentlemen, the slots are beginning to fill up. The response has been fantastic. There is still some room. So if you're interested in having me as your personal broker and getting into our VIP brokerage clique, come to the site, www.futurestraders.com. Click on Open a Trading Account with Oscar and fill out those forms. All right, we got a lot of exciting things that the site is going to bring you. We are releasing our new site. Looks like Sunday night it's going out. You will have access to the detailed OMNIs. If you want to become a gold member, you will have access to the OMNIs in their original format with real-time flash updates. Go to the site, futurestraders.com, join up as a gold member, and you will have access to what we've been doing since December 15th of 2006. We've been giving you OMNIs that say, buy here, place your stop here, get out up here. Well, we'd like to bring them back to you. And again, all you have to do is go to the site and become a gold member, and you can get those. Another thing for you ladies and gentlemen out there that are analysts, I could use a couple of beta testers. We have a premium room that we're going to release in a couple of days. We've been working on it and testing with it this weekend. The premium room will have camera, desktop sharing, and a microphone. You will be in my trading room. But I'd like some of you Omniacs to give me a call or email me tonight, being Saturday, early tomorrow morning if you can, and come on into the new room and we'll play around a little bit over this weekend. I want you guys to tell me if you like what I'm presenting to you, because my guys worked really hard on this. We bought the software, we've installed it into our database. It's in the system now. And you know what? I think it's going to be really helpful to you guys, because when I'm about to do a flash update, I'm going to hit the microphone button and say, everybody, let's run for the hills. I'm about to start typing to the public. It's really going to give us immediate access to get out of these markets. So give me a call, email me like I said, tell me that you want to do some beta testing with me, and we'll start tonight, tomorrow, whenever you guys get in touch with me. Okay, next thing that we got coming, webinars are coming. Our OMNI Trading Academy is going to open shortly. There will be all sorts of webinars, and in fact, we're going to start tailoring webinars directly related to you. You guys call in, you tell me what you'd like to see for you personally, and I will make webinars directed at what you trade and what you need or you think you need to improve your trading. So there's a lot of good stuff coming our way. Get ready for that. And, you know, I guess I just want to get up to my roundup now because I got so much stuff that happened this week. It's just running through my head. So let's start talking about a couple of things that we're going to do. Okay, during this week, possibly Tuesday, go look back at my videos from this week. You'll see which day it was. We had a mirror image formation in October gold. I made a projection in that mirror image that we'd probably get to 677. The high was 676.40. Whoa, go Omni, right? Mirror image. That mirror image works really well, and I'll throw the chart up for you to see in a few moments. We also had a silver trade. We expected silver to run up. It needs to catch up to gold. We expected silver to go to 1325. The high was 1323.5. Very nice. Was a great trade. I didn't present the chart on that one because it was really just silver following the gold. But the idea behind bringing that to your attention is the OMNI is in real focus lately. It nailed the gold. It knew the silver would follow. It gave almost an exact profit objective in the silver. And you know what, guys? We were trading 1279 when OMNI gave that suggestion or that recommendation that silver would pop to 1325. And to get to 1323.5, what more can an indicator do? Go Omni, man. It impresses me every day. I must say, I've been using this Omni since I'm 18, maybe 20 years old, and I scratch my head every time it's as right as it is, and I say, wow, what an indicator. It is really, really good. And you know what? Maybe it doesn't give exact to the letter where you should get in and where you should get out. Sometimes we have to use our discipline and we don't get filled. But what it is really good at is giving you general direction. If Omni says up, the likelihood is that day the market it's talking about will go up. You guys have been following me. You know that that's true. So we'll cover that. So again, the mirror image, the silver buy, which followed the gold's mirror image. We called for new contract highs for Thursday and Friday in the S&P and NASDAQ. Ladies and gentlemen, you know me. I'm one of the few guys I've ever met that'll get in front of a camera before the event and say, we're going for new contract highs. And we've done it 17 times since we started these videos. And we are 17 for 17. The one I called prior to this one, I was off by a day. Sorry, don't kill me. I said it would happen Friday. It didn't happen until Monday. This time I said it was coming for Thursday, Friday. We nailed them right there on Friday. In fact, if I remember right, the high on Friday was 1565.80 in the S&P. It settled at 1560, which gives us a weekend rule, meaning we've settled we've settled very close to contract highs on a Friday. That generally means on Monday we will make another new high. What happens after that? Well, we're short-term traders. I don't know, but I can say Monday you're probably going to put another new high in. The NASDAQ, we also called for new contract highs. We talked about NASDAQ being a buy somewhere around 2033 on Friday. We bought 2036s. We rode this thing right up to 2051. I immediately sent out a flash update to get you guys out at 2051. High tick 2051 in the quarter. Who knew? What a trade. And then it came off $6. So Omni is really on, guys. And if you guys become gold members, you will have access to that Omni every single day. Stick to your guns. Discipline, discipline, discipline. Well, let me tell you, and again, I'll show you a chart, and I'll show you why it really requires discipline to stick to a trading plan. And what I did on Thursday, I said we need to buy S&P, we need to buy NASDAQ, and the markets are going to take off. I placed orders to buy S&P at 1527. Market gets down to 1529 in the quarter and starts to run up a little bit. Never really gets back under 1530 and blasts off a new contract highs that day. That was amazing. For me, I had to sit there and use the most discipline a trader can use. I didn't get filled at 27. By the time I realized I'm not going to get filled at 27, we were trading like 34, 35. And I'm not jumping in after a market $5, $6 higher than where I should have gotten in. So I used my discipline, and I sat on my hands, and slowly the market rallied throughout the rest of the day, and I didn't get in. And guys on my forums wrote, said, Oscar, you missed it. And I said, missed it? I told you about it the day before it was going to happen. I didn't miss anything. I didn't trade it that day, but I didn't miss it. And my point behind that is, it kept my scope in focus for Friday, because I said right in the same video, so what, I missed it today, but I know where it's going tomorrow. I stayed with my focus. I jumped in the next day being Friday, and I rode NASDAQ from 36 all the way to 51. So the idea behind that was, if I had jumped in ahead of myself and the market came down a little, it stopped me out before going higher. It knocks me out of my scope. It knocks me out of my game. It would have done the same thing to you guys if you reacted that way. And then when Friday comes, you don't even know what to do because you thought you had it right Thursday and you lost money. So you're not going to be able to think you have it right Friday because the emotions get involved. So you stick to your guns. Discipline, discipline, discipline. You don't do anything if you don't get filled. You let it go without you, and you get back in on the next day when the opportunity presents itself. These are things that I try to teach you guys every day. These are things I live by when I trade, and I live by these rules in front of your eyes, in front of a camera, before they ever happen. So there I was. I used my discipline. I don't talk about discipline, 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 and then jump in like a cowboy. I use my discipline, and that's why I'm still standing here after 25 years in this rough and tumble business. Use your discipline and stick to your guns at all times. It is so important that you do that. Follow the leader. NASDAQ leads the S&P. you always have to find a reference point on why or where we should be going next. You guys must have heard me a dozen times at least since we did our contest on which is the leader of the indice markets, the ones that we trade here in our OMNI camp, and the leader is the NASDAQ. We know that. I've showed it. The NASDAQ, if you ask me, can lead anywhere from 2 to 7 days before the actual event takes place. Now, what happened with the S&P was NASDAQ was the leader. It took off to make new highs. S&P lagged for a little while. NASDAQ said, I'm going up again. And the S&P went right behind it and screamed up for new highs just a few days later. So I have a few charts. But before that, I want to show you some clips which coincide with some of these things that I've said. For you new guys who haven't seen my videos all week, I want to show you a couple of clips that will illustrate the mirror image. They will illustrate that I wanted the silver to go up to 1325. You will see that we did actually call for new contract highs in the indice markets. And you will see I talked about, well, I don't know if I have that clip in there, but there's a clip where I mentioned to you guys about my discipline and how I didn't get in because of that 27, because I placed my orders at 27 and it never really got there. So I want you to take a look at the clip. Take a look at the clips. I'll come back with some charts, and then we'll see what we learned this week. So here's the gold chart. Yesterday I showed you we had leg 1 and leg 2 of a possible mirror image forming. Leg 3 was put in as of Monday. Very strong towards the upside, but look what we have. An added bonus. We got above the 200-day moving average. Here it is right here. You know I've talked about that a number of times. When the market gets above a 200-day moving average in the metals, it usually runs to the upside. And when it settles below a 200-day moving average, we get the break. So we have a mirror image formation, and we settled above a 200-day moving average in gold. I say we get at least another straight day up from here. I like it. We'll see what happens. The gold formation looks great here, and we have a trade for gold tomorrow. Again, the low 1290s is a support area. OMNI's projected objective on the upside is 1325. Don't forget, when you get in at 1290, you have to place a stop that's comfortable for your account. But let me tell you something about silver, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to trade the silver, it is not for widows or orphans. If you guys want to look at the daily bar of the NASDAQ, it resembles a mirror image, but it's got a little too much of a tail down here for me to actually qualify it. But it may act like one tomorrow, and I'm taking the OMNI trade for the upside. Contract highs are literally just above where today's high was. So tomorrow, if we pop above contract highs, I guess all systems go on the upside. Oscar, well, we're at Friday the 13th, 7/13/07. And did anybody take the elevator ride up yesterday? What a monster. The NASDAQ, wow. I think it settled at, 2009 yesterday. I got in front of this camera and said, we're going to 2033. You guys laughed at me. Just see where we went today, 2036. That is insane. Go, OMNI, go. So you've seen the charts. You see that there's good reason why we should now have follow through. The NASDAQ really pulled the S&P with it. Our directional call for OMNI and where to buy and where to get out was right on target. To be honest, I must say I am a knucklehead. I stood there. I put my orders in just below where we ended up making lows last night at 4:30 in the morning. I talked about buying S&P in the high to mid 1520s. I had my order in at 1527. It didn't get filled. By the time I decided maybe we'll jump in, we were $5 higher. I didn't want to get in $5 higher. Most days we've been having these pullbacks. And away she went without me. And you know what? I've said this to you guys many, many times. I'd rather be out of a trade wishing I was in than in a trade wishing I was out. So I called it for you guys and I missed it. But hey, I'll catch this one tomorrow. You know me. I'm the short-term trader with the long-term plan. There'll be plenty more of these this year. So ladies and gentlemen, you've seen those clips. You've seen that, one thing I have to say about OMNI, forget about it being a passive indicator. It is the most proactive indicator I have ever seen. I have stood in front of videos and I've given you things that have materialized throughout the week before the event takes place. That is not a lagging indicator by any means. That is not a reactive indicator. It is proactive. It is right there. It tells you where we're going next. It is so hard in this industry to find something like that. Is it the Holy Grail? There is no Holy Grail, ladies and gentlemen. If you're out there looking for one, stop looking. It doesn't exist. Don't listen to anybody's mumbo jumbo how they have the Holy Grail, because if it did exist, A, they'd be richer than Warren Buffett, and B, they wouldn't be sharing it with me or you. So forget about actually finding the Holy Grail. Just find things that work and give you proper direction and give you a proactive indication of where we're going to go next. All right, we got some charts for you to look at. Let me put the charts up now, and then we'll try to wrap this thing up. The mirror image in the gold. I mentioned this to you guys a few days back during the week. We had leg 1, leg 2. We put in leg 3, and I said, go signal from here. The gold should now rally. Here's the mirror image, 1, 2, 3. The gold actually was trading in the 650 somewhat, 657, 8 area when we talked about it. We put in leg 3, and look what the gold's done since. It has gone higher, and it told you it was going to go higher before the event. This mirror image, I tell you, is one of the most powerful indicators that I have ever used in my life. I don't know how many times I've presented one of these moves to you before the move has taken place and then showed you the event, and the event has always worked. I don't think we've missed a mirror image trade once. Every call that I've shown this to you first has resulted in a higher move, and every time I showed you a mirror image that looks like this, it has resulted in a lower move. You can't beat it, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't beat it. So we talked about follow the leader. Keeping analysis simple. I mentioned this to you guys. I think I called my video Follow the Leader in the middle of this week. NASDAQ on 627.07 right here on this day, the Fed did not bother to raise rates. I said, that's it. Look for new contract highs, everybody. I don't care what the world thinks. We're going for new contract highs. Well, boom, 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 boom. A few days later, on 7:03, we made a new contract high. Worked out very well. The S&P was supposed to follow in suit. The S&P didn't make a new contract high on 7:03. In fact, it waited until 7:12 to make the new high. So it didn't make the new high until this day. We actually had 7 trading days lag between the leader and the S&P going to the new high. Let me show you the S&P and you'll see what I'm talking about. Here's the S&P chart. This is supposed to be following the NASDAQ, right? Well, here's the same day, 627.07, FOMC, Fed does nothing. By 7:03, we already had a new contract high in the NASDAQ. That is on this day here. The NASDAQ made the contract high. The S&P did not. The S&P came off, boom, boom, and we made the new contract high on 7:12. It followed the leader. Follow the leader, ladies and gentlemen. It's very simple analysis, and here it is right before your eyes. The NASDAQ was already up here. The S&P lagged behind. Lo and behold, follow the leader worked perfectly. Look at that S&P move. And on top of that, you got a weekend rule. You close very close to contract highs in both NASDAQ and S&P. Again, the purpose of showing you this chart is to let you know to keep your analysis simple. There it is before your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Follow the leader. Ladies and gentlemen, I have something I'd like to show you. I mentioned in my video during the week, Wednesday or Thursday, I have an old relic, something I used to use 20, 25 years ago. It's called the Gann pyramid or the Gann wheel. And what it is, it's behind me here. Here's a larger view, but I think for you to really see what's going on, Mike's going to have to zoom in on this. Mike, why don't you zoom in and I'll get out of the way. Let me show them what this looks like here. These are numbers that have been put on a pyramid. What you're looking at, if you back that out again, please, just a little bit. What you're looking at right here is a bird's eye view of what would be a pyramid. So you figure it's a pyramid, right? You're looking at the tip of that pyramid right now. And then around the pyramid were numbers that Gann had placed completely around the pyramid, all the way around, all the way around. And those numbers he had used for support and resistance, which many people found worked really, really well. I want to show you what some of those numbers are. And when we can do a better illustration of this chart, then I would like to actually show that to you. You know, right now I see that there's glare on it. You really can't see what it is. But it was more for the effect. I wanted you to see what I was looking at. So this is called the Gann wheel. And I want to give you some numbers off that Gann wheel now. So the Gann wheel, or the Gann pyramid, is this thing behind me. And the numbers that are coming up for resistance in the NASDAQ, it's this area between these two lines right here, which would be the corner of the pyramid, and it's 2079 to 2086. Right off the Gann chart, it looks like that's where we're probably going to head if you're a Gann fan in the NASDAQ. The S&P had resistance on this Gann wheel or Gann pyramid at 1568 to 1574. How many times have you heard me talk about the call to 1577? I was shocked when I pulled my Gann wheel out. I pulled out the old relic. I took a look at it and said, wow, Gann's been calling for that longer than I have. So the Gann wheel, just as an indicator on top of my OMNI and everything else I use, is calling for S&P to get to somewhere between 1568 and 1574 with even more resistance at 1581. So Gann says we're going to head higher and possibly get to that 1577 level. Oscar's been saying it for a long time. OMNI's been saying it for a long time. And the markets are showing you that it's actually happening. So Gann, thank you so much for your wheel and your pyramid. Gann, hey, everybody, WD Gann. We love this man. I got to say, should be voodoo, right? I mean, numbers on a pyramid. You know, let's find out where the sun is and the moon, and we'll trade off that too. But this stuff, for whatever reason, self-fulfilling prophecy or otherwise, this stuff seems to work. So anyway, I'll keep you informed on where the Gann angles come in and what numbers are being shown to me from the Gann chart, and we'll see as time progresses. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've had a really nice week. I've had a good time with you guys. The response from you has been just tremendous. Thank you so much. Keep coming. Make sure you keep coming to our site. Go to www.livewithoscar.com or futurestraders.com. Both will get you to the same place. Again, give me a call anytime you'd like, 718-351-2266. If you'd like to get these videos the moment we put them out on YouTube, kindly go to my YouTube spot, which is www.youtube.com/futuresanalyst, and hit the subscribe button. Last but not least, you can always shoot me out an email if you don't feel like talking on the phone with me, and that's oscar@futuresanalysts.com. Well, ladies and gentlemen, have a nice weekend. Get ready for Sunday. We are in a weekend rule in the indice markets, meaning likelihood is Sunday into Monday morning, Sunday night into Monday morning, possibly a little more upside first. And then who knows what's going to happen. I will certainly update you guys with some omnis and flash update you guys as the markets move. Okay, don't forget, use your discipline. It is so important. I illustrated discipline to you guys. Do you know how hard it is to call a market the day before it's going to happen, see that it's working, know that your order was a little bit too shallow, and not jump in using my rules? Because over a long period of time, if every time you jump in, the times that you're wrong, your losses are greater than your plan was for the day. The times that you're right, your profit is less than what you had planned for the day. And if you're a short-term trader with a long-term plan, you better not be trading where your profits are short and your losses are greater. That is not going to help you win. So keep your discipline. Don't jump in after these markets. Stick to your guns. And don't forget, say this every day, ladies and gentlemen. You know what my motto is by now. And that motto is, stops are in, emotions are out.
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided. That being said, I am a 24-year seasoned trader on and off the floors. This is how I've made my living for many, many years. Good luck trading.